Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a peace pipe because I made one a few weeks ago and I've been working on it and I thought, oh, why not? Let me show you guys how I made mine anyway. Because I was looking on YouTube on how to make them and I didn't come across one. And yeah, I was meditating and my ancestors was like, yeah, hit them up with a video, man. So as you can see, I'm wearing my Fuck Boris um, t-shirt as well because Boris is a bit of an ass. So yeah, let's just get straight to it anyway, guys. Anyone new to my channel, welcome as well. Oh yeah, guys, sorry, totally forgot to mention. Where I got my bit of wood, I went to my local woods. So it's not from the industry, it's from basically the earth, Mother Earth, and it's basically from scratch. So I found a log of wood that was already cut down, and I just cut the piece of wood that I wanted from that, basically. Alright guys, so these are some of the tools that you'll be needing. You need a saw, you need a long ruler or a level, something straight, it doesn't have to be a level, some wooden drill bits, a hammer, clamps. I had to buy 4 clamps. You'll need a chisel, a drill, and some PVA glue, and a paintbrush, and some sellotape. It doesn't have to be, I use duct tape first, but I'm just using wire tape for now. Yeah, and that's all you need to make the peace pipe. So yeah, let's begin anyway. Okay guys, so this is the piece of wood that I'm going to be using to make my peace pipe. I don't know how long it is. It's about, I don't know, 2 foot long maybe. Yeah, 2 foot long. And we're basically going to measure it out. So basically I'm going to put some sellotape around here, and then I'm going to put some sellotape around here. So to cut that bit off and to cut the end off, so we've got a fresh slate to start with, and I'll show you what it's looking like before and after. Alright guys, change of plan, I'm just gonna video it. Alright, so I've measured out my bit of wood. So my peace pipe's gonna be from about here to there, because I want to start fresh. I don't want none of this fray, and it had a bit of split in there. And this end was where it was cut. So yeah, we're gonna saw the ends off, and then we can see where we're at. Alright guys, so we've cut it to length how we want it now. I would recommend saving some of the sawdust, because if you make any mistakes you can patch it up with the sawdust, so that's quite important. Okay, so we're ready to go. We're ready to take the bark off of her now, and yeah, I'll show you how to do that. So basically now we just want to strip the bark away from the wood. It's pretty simple. You just use your chisel and just run down the wood, and then it just comes up pretty simple like that. So you want to do that to your whole peace pipe, or the whole wood or whatever, and I'll show you what it's looking at once it's all done. Alright guys, so we've took all the bark off of it. You don't have to get it too smooth, because you're going to have to sand it after, but yeah, you don't need to, you can leave it rough. Just concentrate on the edges, you want them kind of half decent, because yeah, they're the ends. You can concentrate on the middle once we're done. Alright, so now we're going to drill this baby, and obviously because wood bends, you want to try and find the middle. So say about there is the middle for me, and we're going to drill it both ends. So I'm just going to use a pen to mark it, and then drill it, and I'll show you how it's looking after it's drilled. Alright guys, so I've drilled both ends. When you're drilling it, drill slowly, so you don't split the wood, and try and move, when you're drilling, try to go with the wood, like the shape that the wood's going. Obviously if you're drilling straight down, it's going to end up coming out there if you drill straight, so you got to kind of go with the wood, if that makes sense, go with the flow. Alright, so now we've got to split this baby in half. Alright guys, so when you're splitting the wood, you want to just go right down the middle. You don't want to push the chisel in too far, or you won't be able to get it out. So you want to do that for both ends. So I pushed it in, I don't know, it's quite deep, like it's split down here. and you want to do that with both ends. Alright guys, so I've chiseled both ends now, and there's like basically a crack down the middle, so the wood should just split in half once you get that chisel out, and just yeah, you just want to separate both halves now, and hopefully it goes well. Alright guys, so we're winning. Yeah, that way actually worked really good. The first pipe I tried didn't come out as successful, but now we've split them both in half, and basically you just want to hollow out this, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Alright guys, so now you just want to use your level or your straight edge to just mark each end, and then you just want to hollow out that line on both sides. You don't want to go too deep either. If you look there, you just need to go to that depth there, and don't worry about if you make any mistakes, because they can be easily fixed as well. So yeah, like I said guys, you want to just use your chisel and just hollow out that line on both sides. You don't want to go too deep. Yeah, you just want to go to the same depth as the drill mark, so that's like a good guideline. Alright guys, now we're just gonna clamp it back together, as you can see, and this end's a bit damaged, so I'm just gonna work on that end once I've clamped the other end and the middle and the rest of it, and I'll show you what it's looking like once it's all clamped up. Oh yeah guys, sorry, make sure you put some PVA glue on both sides of the wood, so once you clamp it together, it makes a strong bond between both sides of the wood and the PVA. Alright guys, so it's all clamped up. What I did was I also run PVA down the crack, and when it dries you won't even notice the cracks there, and then I had to dot to the ends because the ends were kind of splitting, but we'll sort that out after it's done. Yeah, I've done both ends anyway. So now we've got to just leave this for 24 hours to dry, and a good tradesman always cleans his work area as well, yeah? Alright guys, so it's been 24 hours and it is, the PVA has dried now. So now we're just going to sand this down, and then just sort out the edges like there and the other end. I'm going to be using, I don't even know what the hell that's called, but I was using that in college years ago. If you ain't got one of them, you can just get some sandpaper. The sandpaper takes a bit longer, but you know, yeah, so we're just going to do that right now. Alright guys, so we've sanded it all now, and now we're just going to focus on the ends. So I'm just going to sand them down, so you want it smooth for when you're smoking. So I'm just going to sand this down, and then yeah, let me just sand the edges down, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Alright tribe, so I've sanded down the edges, I've rounded them off and sanded the top of it, and now basically we're almost done, man. So basically we're just going to patch this up now, and yeah, I'll show you guys what to do anyway, just to patch it up to give it a nice finish. Alright guys, so right now we're going to just fill in the crack. Like I said before, you should have kept your, it's important to keep the sawdust, because we're just going to use the sawdust to just fill in the cracks. So what you want to do is just use your PVA and then just run it down the whole crack, and then pack it out with the sawdust. And I'm just gonna show you basically what to do, and then yeah, you can let me know how you are getting on. And if you have tried to make a peace pipe and you followed this video, man, tag me on Instagram, and I want to see your work. So you just want to pack it out. Yeah, you see? And now you don't even know it's there. Alright guys, so you want to do that to the whole, your whole peace pipe, and you also want to do it to the end as well, and then we're going to sand it down. Alright guys, so now the glue's dry, we're just going to give it one last sand, and then we're going to drill the hole. So I'm just going to sand this off, and I'll show you how it's looking after it's been sanded. but you can just notice the crack slightly. On the other side, it's barely noticeable. Alright guys, so that's it all completely sanded. I sanded both ends as well, so you can't really see the cracks now. So gang, so now you just want to establish what end is going to be where you're putting your mouth, and then you want to drill your hole where you put the devil lettuce. So mine's going to be about there, and then obviously my mouth end is going to be here, and you want to sand that end pretty good because that's where your mouth's going. So yeah, let's just drill this. Alright guys, so we're ready to start carving the bow out for where the devil lettuce goes. When you're drilling your hole, make sure you only drill halfway. You don't want to drill all the way through to the other side, because then, yeah, it's not going to work, man. So yeah, we're ready to dig out the bowl. It's looking dope though, isn't it, so far? And when you're making your bowl, let the inner child come out. You can do it freehand or whatever shape you want. Let your inner child come out, man. It's a peace pat. It's not called a peace pat for no reason. Alright guys, when you're carving the bowl, you basically want to go like half the width of a half, should I say. You don't want to go dig your bowl all the way through to you get to the hole in the middle. You don't want to do that. So just want to go halfway or so. About like a centimeter, not even that. But yeah, that's it guys. That's how you make a peace pipe. And so guys, that's how you make a peace pipe, man. If you like the video, you guys already know what to do. And if any of you guys actually make a peace pipe, take a picture of it and tag me on Instagram, man. I want to see how your pipe come out. That's at Sea Crystal Clear. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I'm celebrating today because it's my son's birthday, and I officially became a parent 12 years ago today. So we're going to be celebrating. So. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.